Look at the stars, look how they shine for you. And everything you do, yeah, they were all yellow. I came along, I wrote a song for you. And all the things you do, and it was called Yellow. So then I took my turn. Oh, what a thing to have done. And it was all yellow. Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turn into something beautiful. You know I love you so much. You know I love you so. I swam across, I jumped across for you. Oh, what a thing to do. 'Cause you were all yellow. I drew a line for you. Oh, what a thing to do. And it was all yellow. Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turn into something beautiful. You know, for you I'd bleed myself dry. For you I bleed myself dry. It's true. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine for. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. And all the things that you do. Hi, my name is Gravity Groove. Welcome to Not Safe for Work Runeterra. That was a song called Yellow by Coldplay. And, septum surgery takes, 4 to 6 weeks to heal, they say. Really, the doctors are bullshitting you. You look up online, it says like 1 to 3 months. So we've got pretty good breathability in the left nostril. The right nostril is giving us some trouble. Like there's some kind of blockage here, which we're hoping this improves as time goes on. But I do have to go in for like a 1 month checkup in like 10 days. So we're just hoping that there's no bad news, that like nothing sort of went bad about the surgery and that I need to be treated again, because that would be fucking awful. But we're just going to keep trying to ride through it and hope that we keep getting better. I'm a little concerned. I still don't feel like I have a lot of control over this part of my my face. Like I can sort of have a little control of the valve when I squint my eyes on the left side, but the right side still feels like it's not responding, which is making some notes a little harder and squirrelier to pin down, which is a bit of a bummer for someone who's a singer, as you might expect. For now, we are rotating through 3 different games, and the weakest of those games at the moment is Legends of Runeterra. Primarily because The meta has not really shaped up to be improved at all since the release of the new heroes. It's essentially just Tom Catch, Lee Sin, or Pirate Aggro or discard. All these things are pretty irritating. If you build a deck that beats Catch, obviously, a lot of times it's a deck that can't beat aggro, so you're just falling into what I've called matchup roulette once again, where you win one match but just guaranteed lose another, and that sucks pretty terribly. If you build a deck that beats Lee Sin, you get beat by aggro, so I think it's impossible to build a deck, and BBG really encapsulated this well. It feels like it's impossible to build a deck that has a good chance against the field, and you end up with these 70-30 matchups or 75-25, where like you're either extremely favored or extremely unfavored, which just take all the agency and sort of joy out of playing the game, because you start to understand very quickly which matchups are bad, and you get into them and you're like, oh, I lose this one, and you just don't even want to play. It sucks a lot. In gold, however, everyone is just playing whatever insane psychotic thing they feel like playing, so it's a lot harder to predict what deck is good. So I've just been playing jank. This is my opinion, of course. The deep still sucks, and this list isn't exactly refined, but the concept here I feel is fairly sound. You've got most of your original core for deep here. You've got Dredge Dredgers and Jettison, Jowl Hunters, the inclusion of the Slaughter Docks, Salvage, and your Sea Critters. But you also have Noxious, and Noxious is giving us Arena Bookie, which admittedly isn't as good as a 3-2 with Life Leech, but it's been okay in testing. Culling Strike and Scorched Earth, which I think are the primary draws to this particular combination to try to have aggressive tools for the meta, which, Culling Strike and Scorched Earth are both pretty reasonable against the Tom Catch Soraka deck and fairly okay against Lee Sin. This deck, of course, struggles with aggro, as one might expect, and is the primary reason I think the original deep pairing is just better, because aggro appears to be about half the meta if you split the flavors of discard aggro and pirate aggro, and the other chunks are Tom Catch and Lee Sin. So I feel like we're just doomed when we get into the aggro matchup of this deck. It doesn't feel like it has the tools to come back. There could be some slight tweaks we can make here, but likely it's just a pile that can't handle that matchup. Primarily because in the other combination of deep, you get access to 3 Vile Feasts, which are pivotal in the aggro matchup, and some are even adding the other 2-mana Nightfall ping as a 1 or 2 of, which I can actually see that making sense right about now. Plus, they also have Withering Wail and Dreadbloom Wanderer and all these other little life gain cards, whereas this deck has absolutely none of them. You just have to kill them before they kill you, and that's often a very difficult proposal. At the moment, we have 3 Lore the Depths in here, and this was the card I'm most skeptical about. The idea is you're going for a kill turn, not that different from how Nocturne Diana works, where they set up for a kill turn and then drop all of their fearsome creatures and try to bomb you out in one shot. Sometimes those decks even have Rally on that same turn, and so they just go all in on a turn. The hope here with Lore is that you cast 1 or 2 Lores, and then Nautilus allows your Abyssal Eye to cost 0, your Devourers to cost 1, your Shipwrecks to cost 2, and that cost reduction allows you to play multiple things out on the Nautilus turn, or potentially on the next turn play literally all of them. While I understand this conceptually, in practice it has felt pretty lackluster. Lore has never felt like a card that's really saving me. Going forward, I might end up just cutting lore for the third jettison, the third hired gun, maybe the third scorched earth, or like a make it rain even, just to have something in there that is an anti-aggro tool. I suppose we do have Twisted Fate technically as some sort of anti-aggro tool, but at 4, he feels like he's often far too late. We're going to try this today, and I do not have high hopes, but we are going to try it. I guess a shark is technically a sea creature.
Take your marks. Set.
Unfortunate that the game is in the state it's in right now. It's very unfortunate. Aggro's just a little too good, and the combo decks are way too good. As a result, like, everyone's playing aggro because they need to kill the opponent before the aggro or the combo turn happens. So it's very polarized. This is a great poker hand, an abysmal actual game hand. That's good. Was kind of hoping for a culling strike so we can kill the first Braum, but you know,
when you want a job done right,
you get what you get. Nice that we didn't get death's handed there. Okay. I think I have to play the jettison. Just makes more sense than discarding it. Scorched Earth doesn't do anything for me right here.
Bookie's choice.
Well, this hand is bad.
Usually how you muscle with this.
I have literally no castable things. Yep.
My money, my rules.
Okay, I mean, against this deck, though...
I'd never keep my guests
Oof,
waiting.
that's brutal. Huh. For each attacking ally other than Vlad, deal 1 to it and the enemy nexus. So... let's try to kill this first, I guess. I don't know what he could have in this combination that would change this outcome. Because Fury is 4 mana. Transfusion doesn't do it either.
Stay safe, my friend.
Let's see what they're made of.
Blast you, wiggle!
So a Dredger, a Jettison, or Salvage would be pretty good here.
Bookie's choice.
What are the odds Jowl Hunter works against this card in this deck? Pretty low, right? If we lore... Huh. If we lore, then we go deep next turn? Oh, we can actually go... Oh, we can't go deep this turn. Next turn. Oh, I had no cards. I had no sea monsters left to pull. That's embarrassing. If I would have had that, then I would have been able to go deep this turn. Fuck. Wow, that's awful.
Danger pays.
Yeah, this did not go well. If I had one more sea creature in the deck, I would have drawn it. I would have been able to play the Shipwreck Hoarder.
Fell into him.
This is probably a Fury of the North. Transfusion,
One
sure.
suffers, another thrives.
Yeah, the odds of me being able to kill that were like next to zero.
It is easy, see?
Out with the old.
We should be friends.
Feels like we died.
Bottoms up.
Feels like we died.
And Lord and Master.
Yep. Pretty sure we died.
We'll take what we want. The rest will burn.
Oh, the butchery we commit together. How marvelous.
My money, my rules.
Keelbreaker is interesting, but on this board it actually doesn't do anything. This, of course, isn't going to work. Yep.
Strength through suffering.
That's not irritating at all. Doing the Hail Mary here. Huh. That's cute. Let's burst. That's terrible.
Smell that? A fight to cooking.
So we're not very good draws, huh?
This one's mine.
Stand behind Brom.
Wow. So at the end of the turn, right? My strongest ally, which is this, is going to fight this and die. That's not very helpful. Right? Strongest is just by power. I think I just Keelbreaker. And then this fights this.
I cannot be broken.
Assuming he doesn't have a way to kill the shipwreck hoarder. We're good here. Okay. Still in it. Sure. Cool. Wow. That did not feel like a game we were going to win, folks. Cheesed that one out. Not having access to wheel removal feels so weird for me. I'm like a mid-range player for life, so not having access to like Vengeance and Grasp and like Vlad's just on the board and he's on the board. Okay. Oh hey, it's the asshole deck. I don't think we beat this deck. I don't think there are reasonable ways to beat this deck.
Give me the stuff! Stuff make happy!
The spirit gives to those who listen.
So we have no way to interact with Zed on this turn at all. Huh. Okay, well, it's not Zed, so at least I got that going for me.
When you want a job done right.
Not all mean well.
No, no, no!
He has guided touch, that's fine.
Bookie's choice.
Huh. He loses more mana on a pass here.
The old switcheroo.
Interesting.
Deal me in. Soak it in.
So, this is interesting. Which of these threes do we discard from Bookie? Is it leftmost?
Out with the old.
It's leftmost. Okay.
Usually hire muscle for this.
So we can't quite level Twisted Fate. We can get pretty close. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in hand. This gets us to leveling him on draw. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You no longer really need to dredge dredgers. Okay.
Bookie's toys.
I guess you can win them all.
The question is, are we Nautilus this turn, or are we trying to get value out of our... Well, I guess that answers that question, huh? Oh, this card's going to dissolve now, isn't it? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, shit. I guess since I have 2 culling strikes, I can just try to fire one off. It's going to fail, but...
I will not hold back.
Something for all of you.
He does still have Bastion up. The hope is next turn we can Nautilus and drop Abyssal, and swing for death. That's the hope, I think.
My lad, prepare yourself.
So, let's see here.
I don't wanna.
Either way, we get sort of blown out by a million things. Are we trying Culling Strike or Scorching here? I think Culling, this is the last turn Culling will be viable against Lee Sin, because he's going to grow pretty soon. We want to get rid of Bookie because it's killing us. Could have another Nopify.
Hesitation's a tell.
Sure.
See this through.
So we chose incorrectly.
Hold it, partner.
Money.
I fight with my spirit, not my fists.
Our enemies would be foolish to underestimate you.
Breathe in, breathe out.
This funnily does give us enough mana to cast Scorched Earth again after we deal 1 to the board.
Blue as the serpentine.
Assuming we get to deal 1 to the board.
I will not hold back.
You shouldn't have done that. Should have cast Zenith Blade first, I think.
Conflict is all in the mind.
Sure.
As the dragon wills.
So he'll probably Zenith Blade now. I think that means I have to try this now before he Zenith Blades and makes it too big. That's really irritating. Just so many tools. So many tools to invalidate this deck. So many tools to invalidate every deck, really. Oh, did you think we were done? That's the benefit of lore, I suppose.
The dragon binds us.
Bye-bye. Sorry, not sorry.
Outplayed.
Fuck you for playing that deck, asshole. Trip over your own pants and fall into a vat of dog shit. Alright, we got 2 wins. Don't play this deck, kids. Don't play Zed. Don't play Lee Sin. Be a Chad. Be a Mensch.
Take your marks. Set.
Note that we haven't played against proper aggro yet, because we're just going to get like set on fire, and they're going to light our cigars off of us. Oh. Yeah, this is going to be unwinnable. This deck is just all burn damage, and we are slow and have no healing. Having the Dredger is great because we can block the first 2-1, in theory. If it's not a crusty codger. I feel like this really needs to be a 2-1 again, now that everything else is a fucking 2-2 for 1.
I've worked up something special.
Boo! Yeah, we can't beat this deck. Burn is at a state where it's just way too good right now.
Rogue if you work, burn if you don't.
Yeah, I guess.
Who's on top of the bounty board today? I'll buy some time. No. Got some fight in ya.
Yep. It's kind of weird against this deck.
Suppose you want in on this.
I mean, we can get it. I think we're just doing this, drawing a card.
I'm always up for a round or two. Eyes open.
This is the Gangplank turn, and there's just really nothing that answers Gangplank efficiently. Part of why these decks are good is because that Gangplank turn on 5 is just, like, brutal.
Never lost a fair game. Or played one. Who says I don't share?
Son of a...
So we're doing this because it plays around Make It Rain.
Let's get to it.
Again, we know he has Make It Rain, but there's not really any playing around it for us at this point. We just need to protect face as much as possible. His top end is Decimates, Rex, and Farron, so our health is definitely worth more than trying to get maximum value out of those cards.
Give me the stuff! Stuff make happy!
That's extremely uncool.
Vessel small, but she ain't lacking courage. Going harvesting.
Well, at least we got that going for us.
I rarely forget, and never forgive.
So I respect you, Captain.
So now I think this is my best play. Now, unfortunately, because of the keg, if he has Make It Rain, we're going to have to Culling Strike the keg? Okay. That worked out. Huh. We probably want to cast 2 spells over... Yeah, probably getting the treasures in the deck's more important, honestly.
Who's ready for a show?
Jack the Wiener is here, folks.
Where to trust?
Best run while you can.
Interesting. Huh. Do we want to salvage now? Even though it's worse for our Twisted Fate? Yeah, I think we have to salvage now. Really just trying to find Nautilus. Nautilus probably closes the door on this.
Lock the doors.
Sure.
Fighting's a bloody business. All will drown.
There'll be blood in the water.
That's not bad. We're about to find out if we want to be sad. Cool. So this is health. So I guess it doesn't matter. We probably should have taken out the jack, actually.
The depths take you.
Cool. I don't know how we beat that deck. They were just slow. Or just a weird build of that deck. Normally that deck is really aggressive and looks to finish off with, like, decimates. It's not as aggressive as the MF version, but... Huh. Oh, wait. How many games have we played? Like 4? Damn, yeah, it's like 45 minutes. We actually did pretty good with this deck today. I don't think we took an L, although a lot of those matches were very close. Not bad. I'm going to allow you to look at the deck again for a minute, and if I remember, I'll put the deck code up. But there you go. My name is Gravity Groove. If you've enjoyed the show, please feel free to like, subscribe, say hello, wave, leave a comment. Please, for the love of God, fucking leave a comment. I don't care what it is. Just leave a comment. Tell me about your current hairstyle, your nose ring, what brand of socks you wear, why you think Fight Club was a good movie. And if you don't think it was a good movie, why you exist. I'll see you tomorrow, or the day after that. Or the day after that, because I post almost every day. It's kind of what I've been doing since the, the quarantine thing happened. And we play a variety of games from Hades to Legends of Runeterra to Magic the Gathering right now. I do tend to favor strategy card games. That is kind of my niche. But I have really been enjoying games like Hades and Binding of Isaac because they're very zen. You're surrounded by bullets and enemies, and you just kind of go into a trance and just kind of feel the thing. And I like it. It's very, like, mind erasing, which is like a super positive in Zen culture. You talk about things that are mind erasing in a really positive light. Like the idea of dig a hole, fill it up, is a day well spent. That comes from sort of Zen Buddhism. So think about that the next time someone judges you for really being into a video game. Maybe you're just Zen. Okay. I will see you next time. Of course, normally we announce that by saying, boom. Thanks for hanging out.